So, do you really believe that always being available and chasing after her will make her fall in love with you? Many guys live under this illusion, and I don't blame them because it's what most people believe. They have an almost paralyzing fear of stepping back, thinking that any distance will make her lose interest. And what do? They turn into anxious shadows, present every minute, constantly messaging, trying to appear always accessible. But let me tell you something that might sound controversial. This strategy is one of the quickest ways to ruin any chance you had of winning someone over. The truth is, this constant availability not only doesn't help but is one of the biggest mistakes a man can make. It creates a dynamic of monotony, predictability, and even repulsion. Without the element of surprise, without a real challenge, you become easily ignorable. And you know what's even more curious? Most men don't realize that the key to sparking real interest lies in something many avoid: absence. Yes, that's right. When you become less accessible, you ignite the flame of curiosity, and it's this curiosity that makes her want more of you. But before I reveal these strategies that will change the way you approach relationships, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any videos that could transform your game. If you're into this idea, leave a like and share your experiences or questions in the comments. I'd love to know what you think. Section 1: Attraction through uncertainty. Many men don't realize that, when it comes to attracting a woman, uncertainty is one of the most powerful tools you can use. If she hasn't chosen you as the top pick yet, it's because, in her mind, you're still in the pool of disposable options. And the moment you make yourself available 24/7, ready to answer any call or message, you lose value. You become predictable and, worse, completely uninteresting. If you're the type who sends good morning texts every day without fail or responds instantly to every call, it's time to reassess your approach. This predictability is a slow poison to attraction. I'm not saying you should ignore messages or treat her badly, but adding a bit of mystery is essential. Show that you have a life. Make it clear that you have interests and responsibilities beyond her. When she realizes you're not always at her beck and call, her curiosity will start to work in your favor. She'll begin to wonder what you're doing, who you're with, or why you're not as available as before. This mystery doesn't just keep the interest alive, it creates a desire to learn more about you. Putting yourself first and prioritizing your own life is the surest way to leave a lasting impression on her mind. If you want access to a set of psychological strategies that will impact her thoughts, making her beg for your presence in her life, check out the link in the description of my video. Section 2: The Power of Being a Rarity. If you want to be desired, you need to understand the value of rarity. The truth is that anything easily attainable is not valued. Many men fall into the trap of saying yes to every invite or outing, even if it means sacrificing personal commitments. They act as if they're the second or third option, available only when she has nothing better to do. To change this, start setting clear boundaries. Say no when necessary. Show that you have your own schedule and won't bend at the last minute for every request. This isn't about playing games, but about demonstrating self-worth. When she sees that you have priorities and that your time is valuable, her perception of you shifts completely. Your presence is no longer a given, it becomes something she wants to earn. The key here isn't to be rude or cold, but to show that you have an interesting life. This creates a new dynamic where she begins to see you as someone worth pursuing. Trust me, when you stop being the plan B, she will start to work to become your priority. Section 3: The Mistake of Sacrificing Everything. One of the biggest mistakes a man can make is giving up his own life for someone else. Many men abandon their goals, hobbies, and even friendships just to be available. What they don't realize is that this sends the wrong message, that your life has no purpose, that you are easily molded, and that your self-esteem is low. And that is the perfect recipe for losing both respect and interest. Imagine what this communicates: that your only priority is her, that you have nothing else of value going on in your life. And trust me, this doesn't spark desire, it sparks repulsion. Men who have clear goals and pursue their ambitions firmly are seen as leaders, not followers. They naturally attract because they exude confidence. So, it's time to redefine your priorities. Refocus on your goals and ambitions. Show that you have something worth fighting for, that your life has a greater purpose. This won't just make you feel more fulfilled, but will also create an aura of respect around you. People, especially women, are drawn to men who know what they want and don't sacrifice for just anything. Section 4. A complete and independent life. To be seen as truly valuable, you need to have a complete life without depending on anyone. If you place yourself as a supporting character in your own story, don't expect her to see you as the main character. What you need is to show that you have interests, passions, and ambitions that extend beyond any relationship. Being independent means having a life you enjoy, regardless of who is beside you. This not only shows maturity but also creates a magnetic field of attraction. A woman wants to be with someone who inspires her, someone who is a figure of strength and purpose. When she sees that you're not always available, it makes her desire to earn more of your time. And it's not about playing games or manipulating emotions, but about being authentic. If you are someone who values your own achievements and feels fulfilled, that will reflect in how people perceive you. And you know what's better? She'll see every moment with you as something special because you're not there just to fill a void, your presence has real value. Tired of being ignored and feeling invisible, even after giving your all? It's time to turn the tables. The Unbeatable Attraction Guide reveals proven strategies to stop being the backup plan and become the man she desires. If you want to stop begging for attention and start being valued, click the link now and win the love life you deserve. Don't wait any longer to turn your frustrations into real triumphs. Section 5. Creating the magic of absence. Have you noticed how we only miss what isn't always there? If you're around all the time, she'll never have the chance to miss you. When you step back a little, you create space for her to reflect on how she feels about you. That space is where longing grows, where attraction intensifies. But be careful, it's not about disappearing without explanations or playing childish games. It's about creating a healthy balance where you do things that make you happy, away from her. Go out with friends, explore hobbies, or just take some time for yourself. This not only boosts your self-esteem but also makes her value your presence more. This strategic distancing will make her start to think about you differently. She'll wonder where you are, what you're doing, and why you're not as available as before. And the more these questions pop up in her mind, the stronger her desire to be around you will become. You become the mystery she wants to solve, the absence she wants to fill. Section 6. Stopping being the emotional doormat. Many men live as if they're there just to serve. They say yes to everything, put aside their own desires, and, in the end, get trampled over. This behavior is a betrayal of yourself. You put yourself second, and you know what happens? You lose not just her respect but also your own. A man worthy of respect values himself, has his own priorities, and doesn't bow to every request. When you learn to say no and prioritize your own needs, you become a strong, admirable person. And when you respect yourself, the people around you will start to do the same. She needs to see that you are someone with goals and direction. This sparks something that availability never will, the desire to be with a man who knows what he wants. So, be the man who respects himself, who knows his worth, and who never puts his life aside for someone else. Trust me, that's infinitely more attractive than being the one always chasing after her. Section 7. Becoming the irresistible challenge. Finally, if you want to be the guy she values, you need to become the challenge she wants to conquer. Being predictable and easy will never put you in that position. By showing that you have purpose, that you live a life that doesn't revolve around her, you transform into something she desires but has to work for. This behavior isn't about playing games but about proving that you value yourself. You become the person she wants to understand, discover, and be with. And that's what sparks real desire. Don't be afraid to be the man who challenges, who creates doubts, and who makes her chase after you. Because that's when you become unforgettable. If you like these tips and want to learn even more about changing the game in relationships, don't waste any time and subscribe to the channel. Leave a like to support the content and share your thoughts or experiences in the comments. I can't wait to see you apply these strategies in real life. See you in the next video with even more insights to put you in control of the situation.